Okay, hello everyone. So I'm here to talk today about stage fright. What is stage fright? Stage fright is the feeling of anxiety that we feel before we get up to present, get up to do some sports event, or do some acting in a play, something. We all get it, right? I get it also. I was nervous before this talk, but I'm going to talk about the ways that we can get over that and the ways that we can move on. So what can we do to avoid it? I've broken it up basically. We've heard this wonderful presentation that Blanca gave last week about mentally versus physically. That mentally is like 90% of the preparation and physical is just the extra 10%. You got to do it. So I've broken it up basically into mentally preparing, mentally during your presentation, physically preparing, and physically during your presentation. These are the 4 categories. So what causes stage fright? One of the main things is nerves. We all get nerves, anxiety, the physical feeling of the fight or flight mode, adrenaline, the audience. We don't know the audience, we're in front of new people, we don't know what cultures we're talking to, what ages, different factors that affect that. We need to do a lot of practice as well. We need to practice our speech so that we have some experience which can help us to control any other factors which may affect our speech. So basically, how should we avoid it? What are some tips that we can follow to avoid getting nervous on the stage? Mentally, before, we can meditate. We can use this technique, like breathing exercises, or just even sitting down, clearing your mind, clearing all the noise, relaxing. Also, something I read was having some time for anxiety. So tell yourself that, okay, I'm going to be nervous for 5 minutes right now, and then be nervous, and then just get over it. Because it's not good for your body or for your mind to be constantly nervous for a long time. Laugh a lot, right? Laughter is the best medicine, right? So watch a TV show, watch some America's Funniest Home Videos, watch some fail videos on YouTube. It's the best, right? It's a good stress reliever. Get there early. This is one of the things that Barb's talked about. Get there early, know your venue. Because if you feel like you just showed up to a full room, then you're going to be more nervous than if you were there first and you know the venue. And if you get there early, you can even have a chance to talk to the audience members, talk to somebody, get to know them, see that they're human just like you are. Maybe even you make a new friend that lasts for a long time. And this can help you feel more comfortable there. And practicing. Practicing is the most important thing. I can't stress this enough, and I won't. Just make sure to practice. So mentally, during your presentation, what do you want to do? I think Barb has mentioned this also. You want to act. You want to take a character, maybe, that you've made up, or somebody you know, somebody you want to imitate, maybe your favorite public speaker, and you want to act like they are, or this new character that you've invented. How many of you have heard of the underwear trick? Anybody know this? So basically, you just imagine your audience in their underwear, and this is supposed to make you laugh or cringe. And this should make you more comfortable. I think a better trick is to imagine that your favorite person is in the audience, and imagine that you're presenting for them. So for me, like I would imagine my mom or my best friend is here, and imagine that I want to do a really good presentation because I want to impress them or make them proud. Use some jokes. Like I said, laughter is a great source of entertainment, and if you use some jokes, you can connect with your audience. Don't say you're nervous, okay? Don't go up there and say, I'm really nervous, guys, because for one, what you say is how you're gonna feel. So if you say you're nervous, you're just gonna be more nervous, and the audience, now that you've said you're nervous, is gonna expect you to have a good presentation because they think that, oh, they said they're nervous, they got it off their chest, now they're gonna do it good. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but don't say that you're nervous. So record yourself. This is so that you can practice and look over the presentation afterwards and improve. And I know you've heard the phrase, fake it till you make it. Fake confidence until you make your own confidence. So just pretend like you have it, and then you will have it. Okay, physically, before doing your presentation, you want to avoid caffeine, right? Okay, some people, they drink 4 or 5 coffees a day, you need it, but other than that, I made the mistake last week of drinking a cup of coffee. I never drink coffee. And it made me really jittery and nervous and upset my stomach, so you want to avoid caffeine. You can chew gum. I highly recommend this before the presentation, not during, otherwise it's quite rude. Eat a banana. Eating a banana is good for two reasons, because one, it has sugar, which can provide energy for you, and it has fiber, which slows the release of the sugar into your bloodstream rather than some candy or something. So I suggest eating a banana. It helps get rid of the empty stomach that you feel, and helps also not make you feel too full, like you just ate a huge meal or something. Stretching. Stretching, along with exercise, it helps release blood flow to your brain, to different parts of your body, so you feel more mentally agile, and it also helps calm you and releases endorphins to your bloodstream, to your brain. And finally, physically, during our presentation, we should move around, be expressive, use your hands, but make sure not to fidget. Fidgeting is like, kind of like uncomfortably, I don't know what to do, I'm doing this, I'm biting my nails or whatever. You want to move around, you want to be expressive, use your hands. You don't want to talk too fast, and whenever I was practicing, I would always, when I got to this point, I would always slow down. You don't want to talk too fast, you want to give some pauses, have a nice rhythm, and a good flow. And the final thing is, something my friend one time told me, his name's Andrew. Andrew said, Peter, just relax your shoulders, just relax a bit. And I tried it, I relaxed my shoulders, and I actually felt more relaxed. So whenever I feel a bit anxious in a public place or somewhere, I just relax my shoulders, and then I feel much better. So thank you for listening to my presentation. I just want to remind everyone that everyone makes mistakes, and everyone is nervous before presentation. So maybe you can utilize these tips to better perform next time you're up.